Hey guys, Wendell here. Hey, I got my good buddy Stephen Butler, and look, Stephen does mortgage protection. So we just want to let everybody know pretty much, the benefits of mortgage protection, how it can help you and your family, that type of thing. Just want to make sure that what we like to do is make sure that we uh, make sure we deliver great information, of course, to, my friends, family, customers out there, potential clients and that type of thing, just to make sure that you guys are, have a good understanding as to how your finances work, how we can help. I just want to make sure that you guys know that I'm a great resource for you. And of course, I have a great database of friends as well. And of course, Stephen is one of them. So with that being said, Steve, can you tell everybody pretty much what is it that you do?
Yeah, man, of course. Hey guys, I'm Steven. What I do is mortgage protection. So that's what I primarily do. I'm a man of a lot of hats, but I like to do mortgage protection. I love what it does and what it does for families. So pretty simply put, a lot of people think that insurance is insurance, right? Life insurance is life insurance, and that's just what it is, right? You get insurance, but if you pass away, your loved ones are taken care of. Fortunately, it's a lot different than that nowadays. So it used to be I'd have to come out, take blood, take urine, all this kind of stuff. And thank God I don't have to do that, right? Because I don't like the sight of blood. But yeah, we used to have to do all that, and then we would, see what companies you qualify for, and it would just be life insurance. Now it's a completely different process. It's all online or over the phone. And then you get everything done. And once you do, we figure out what you qualify for. But every single one of the products that I sell has living benefits. So living benefits are going to be things like chronic illnesses, terminal illnesses, or you have chronic, critical, or terminal. And the critical is going to be those things like heart attacks, strokes, ALS, major burns, any of those kind of things. And a lot of people think that once you get one of those major three, right, the cancer, heart attack, or stroke, that you're essentially a goner, right? But that's not the case anymore. Because of the advancements in medicine and the advancements in technology, there's almost a 75% survival rating between those three. And I think as of 3 years ago, there was close to 2.4 million cases a year combined between heart attack, stroke, and cancer. So that's what I do. I protect families against those things that could happen to them. There's a lot more than just the heart attack, cancer, and stroke. If you were to become disabled or any of that kind of stuff, it would make sure that your mortgage is taken care of, whether you want to cover it for the entire mortgage and pay it off, or you just want to cover the mortgage payments, right? And you want to cover those for a couple of years because once you get better, you're going to get back to work. So it's essentially what I do.
All right, Steve. So I know you were saying that there are three major factors. You said heart attack, stroke, cancer. Then there was something else that I missed.
Yeah, sure. So what a lot of people don't know is that out of the approximate 2.4 million cases a year between those three critical illnesses, there's a 75% survival rate because of the advancements in medicine and the advancements in technology. So that's what I protect against most. Now, there obviously is other things that could occur, auto accidents, any slip and fall accident, any of that kind of stuff that becomes, you become incapacitated for 90 days or longer. On that 91st day, the policies would then pay out usually 24% of the policy up to 3.3 years of being incapacitated, which equals to about 80% of the policy max payout. So the whole point of the protection is that pretty much anything that could happen to a family while they're going through the life of having kids and paying mortgage payments and car payments and all the stuff that we have to do on a daily basis, that if something like that were to occur, it's all taken care of, right? All of the money aspect of it is taken care of, and you can focus on your loved ones getting better and not focus on how the money is going to get brought in and how you're going to focus on them and how, it's a lot. And I've been through it personally, and I've seen how these policies work, how they're supposed to work or how people think that they work, and they don't, and then how they actually work, and people having the right type of policy and the wrong type of policy. And that goes into kind of the other part of what I do. So, we set these meetings, we sit down with folks, usually husband and wife, or just, if it's just a single person, just them. And we try to figure out if they have any coverage, and if they do, that's another big part of what I do is I'll review their policy, right? Because a lot of people think that they have life insurance, they're good to go, right? Or they have this and they're good to go. But unfortunately, all policies aren't created equal. So you have to make sure that everything that you have in there covers you the way that you want to be covered, right? Because at the end of the day, you're paying money for this every single month. You're paying money for this every single year. And a lot of people, which is super unfortunate, a lot of people don't know that there's types of policies out there where you can pay money each month, guaranteed to get every bit of that money back. And there's also policies out there that include all the benefits I've talked about today that actually make it to where you have more money in the cash value spot and have all those added benefits. So it's, really what I do is like just trying to let people know that it's 100% risk free at the end of the day, because it is. And I know it sounds too good to be true or however you want to call it, but it's not. There's a lot of these policies out there that can truly help families, but at the end of the day, the biggest part of what I do is just protect, right? Something like that were to happen, you're protected. So, and that's basically what it is, man.
So let me ask you this, Stephen. What's the difference between a mortgage protection policy, a whole life policy, and a term life policy?
Yeah, so I'll try to be as brief as possible because that's a loaded question, Wendell. All right, so we have term insurance is like renting a house, whereas whole life insurance is like buying a house, right? So your term insurance is going to last for a certain amount of term, whether it's 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, or 30 years. After that term is done, it's going to go up, just like rent does, right? It's going to continue to increase, but term policies increase at about 1,000% rating, meaning after 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years, that premium will go up 1,000% if you want to continue that coverage. And again, that's at the same coverage at the same policy. There's a lot of different types of terms out there. There's a lot of different types of whole life, but these are just the basic terms, whole life and mortgage protection. So your whole life is more like buying a house where every time you buy it, a piece of that money goes into your equity, right? And just like a house, a big portion of what you pay up front goes to fees and taxes. And then as you pay more and more years, a bigger portion of that money that you pay goes into that cash value spot, right? As well, it'll always be there. So until you get rid of the policy, cash out the policy, or pass away and use the policy or use any of the living benefits, the policy will remain there your entire life as long as you remain the premiums intact, right? Pay those on time. And then the last is the mortgage protection. So a mortgage protection is a hybrid product that has life insurance, but then also has all of those living benefits that I talked about before, right? The chronic, the critical, and the terminal.
Okay. All right, cool. So Stephen, do you sell any other type of insurance as well, along with mortgage protection, to help anyone who may be renting or who may be a homeowner?
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we have a huge network in the P&C industry as well. I've been in the P&C industry a little bit. Well, I started in life insurance and then went to P&C. So I've been in P&C for a lot longer than I've actually been in the life and health sector. But we have an agency that's kind of just a full swing, man. So anything that people need, we can do. Auto insurance, home insurance, obviously the mortgage protection. If they just want straight life insurance, whatever they need, we can do.
Okay. What about commercial? Do anything with commercial policies?
Yeah, we do commercial as well. I mean, we try to have a full rounded agency. So pretty much anything that anybody needs, whether they're a commercial client, whether they're a millionaire or they're somebody that makes $30,000 a year, we can help them.
Okay. All right, cool. And so, Steve, how can anyone locate you, whether on social media, call you, email you, anything like that? Can you provide your contact information? Yeah.
So the agency is split up between me and Ryan. Ryan's my business partner. And my number is 470-263-3971. And also you can find us on Facebook under B&B Agency, LLC. And then as well online as Small Town Insurance. We did a rebranding from B&B to Small Town. So, but yeah, like I said, those are all on there.
Okay. Hey, Steve, I appreciate you jumping on, man, taking a few minutes out of your day. And appreciate you, of course, sharing some information, of course, for everyone out there. Hey, man, we'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. Be safe, Wendell.